Dirk van Riemsdyk, his brother, was a chess set producer. That they had a factory in Brazil producing these really, really, really beautiful chess sets. Dirk and Isabella, I think that's right. Lifelong friends. So.
Night. What do you want me to do?
Night. Hurry.
What? There's 30 minutes per player.
What? 30 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Night. Who would be my favorite player? I'd love to play Bobby Fischer. Any Anand stories? Well, obviously Vichy and I. My gosh, we go way, 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 way back. He was a teenager. I was older than him, and I love Vichy. I think he's just a marvelous person and just like extraordinary talent. And I played a lot with Vichy. Played a lot of blitz games with Vichy, and lots of really good stories and hanging out. So yeah, a lot of good stories. Oh, pawn. I always like playing e4 in that position to get back into a king's Indian.
I didn't know if you want to play English or against the king's
Bishop.
Indian.
Yeah.
Desjardins, yes. Hand and brain.
Hand and brain. Oh, do you play any musical instruments? No, I don't.
I don't.
Pawn. Okay. And knight. King. Ooh.
Bobby stopped playing very early, Mastro. Wasn't that people didn't want to play Bobby? He just disappeared.
True. Pawn. Yes, he did. That was the problem. Man, what a parade he could have led if he had continued to play chess. I mean, it would have been a completely different chess world than what we are living in today. Pawn.
Pawn.
Upon my word. Yes.
Okay.
I like. Me like.
You like?
Me like. That's a very nice. That's a very nice.
Almost makes you think that you know, when you're, let's say, ahead, you should disappear because the intrigue, like, in some ways, Fischer's more famous than because of the what ifs. You know, there's really that allure.
It's true, especially amongst those who pass very, very young. They become legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pawn. Okay. Pawn. Let's go.
Let's go.
Go. King.
100%?
Yeah. Ooh. I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
Yasser didn't calculate.
I didn't calculate, but
so take on e5.
Take on f1. Take on f6. Take on e2. Take on g7.
The math checks out.
The math works. Dude.
We were just discussing
here
if we could potentially throw this move in.
Right. Okay, go ahead, play it. So I was take the rook, take the knight.
And there's no in between moves because I have knight f4.
Or queen f1. Easy one. But take the rook.
I can't actually move mid-game.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Queen.
That's a good question. Have you ever been to Australia?
No, I was invited once, couldn't make it, and I was very, very, very pleased that Luboš Kovalyk could take my place and do a few seminars. Online, I've created a friendship with Justin Lee. Justin is the world champion, or had been the world champion, in what is called Crazy House Chess. And he streams, and I was doing a few streams with him. And he's from Australia, and I really want him to visit me in Holland, and he really wants me to visit him in Sydney. So one of these days,
I want to go to Australia, New Zealand, dude. Let's we can do a tour. I can make you
that. I could see that happening. By the way, Pawn. Sorry, I could see that happening.
I picked this time because also
we could have some
chill,
nice,
no
chill
pressure
stories. All right, yeah. Hi, drugs are bad.
Okay, it's from South Park. There's the guy in South Park. Drugs are bad. Okay. It's like I think the teacher.
Sergey Dave, will Hu Yifan ever reach the top 10 as Judith Polgar once did?
Hello, Nicola.
Hey,
good evening.
Field that question for us. Will Hu Yifan, and why?
Well, just because she quit professional chess.
That's my answer as
top
well.
10 is hard regardless, but she's a pretty remarkable talent. But she's quit professional chess. So,
right.
I mean, you don't get top 10, going to Oxford doing a master's degree.
Exactly. Pawn.
She's coming to Canada next year.
No way. That's great.
From what I know, the Maritime Chess Festival, something in I think Halifax, maybe.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, they just got announced in the Canadian chess forums, I think, yesterday. Nicola just gifted 6 subs and 1,000 bits. We're back at 4,300, and we got 1,000 bits.
It's a fight. Nicola has been a fight.
He's been fighting with us.
Oh, are you kidding?
Nicola's
Without Nicola, we would be back in the start.
4,000, yeah.
I mean,
3,500.
We had just gotten above our
43.
And then somehow like Eric blundered a queen and a rook in a single game, and boom! I mean, our subscribers went below 4,300. I think the timing it was around that time. I think I'm in the right ballpark by saying that was when we slipped.
That's true. Are you suggesting if I win, we'll get
I'm not making any dispersions or guarantees.
Did you say pawn?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, sir wants space. We'll give him space.
I want space. I want space. Pawn. Thank you. I'm all about space. Okay, what do we got? Did we have a Masterclass 3? Yes, we did.
Maybe, Nicola. Let me know what you have in mind.
Yeah, so do you think because Magnus has been so dominant over the past years, the game has become somewhat monotonous for him? Pawn, by the way. No. First of all, you can talk to any professional athlete in any discipline, whether it be Roger Federer or Mike Tyson or you name it, Usain Bolt. Winning, you never get bored. And Magnus has been all about winning, and he's just great. He's on one of his best streaks ever. It's almost Kasparovian. King, by the way. Sorry. So no, I don't think he's bored or monotonous. I think he's just loving life to the fullest, and hopes it continues.
I got a question for you.
Yo.
Who's the most famous athlete you've ever met?
Wow.
Have you met Mike? Because I would love
I never met Mike Tyson. No. I think I met downtown. I'm going to say Jim Brown, but downtown Freddie Brown. Downtown Freddie Brown. He played for the Seattle Supersonics basketball team. And he got in the elevator with me at the apartment building that I lived in. And I was like, dude, are you living in this apartment building? He goes, no, I'm just visiting a lady. I go, okay. And downtown Freddie Brown. Funnily enough, you don't meet so many professional. Woody Harrelson, he likes chess. I met him in Prague. The great Milos Forman, the film director, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Fireman's Balls, Love of a Blonde, Amadeus, Academy Award winner. I met him at World Championship matches. He was really a lot of fun. But professional athletes, not really. Queen, I'm afraid of the Queen. Wanted to force the trade. That forces the trade. The other one, I don't know. Queen H3, that may go away. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. Top-notch chill. What did Nicola just say?
He has a... Well, last time we were playing, Alexandra got a game on us.
Did he? Did she?
Did she? Yeah, but if she doesn't, we win $100. So she gave me a challenge.
Rook.
While you're telling stories.
Rook, yes.
I can adopt her. We'll see.
Alexandra, you're going to get hustled, dude. She will own you by the time I leave to Holland. Bishop.
Where's your faith, man?
I saw the stream where you were giving her 60 seconds to 15 and 25 seconds. She was hustling you with the bets. Okay, Rook.
This is true.
This is true. And
but I won a match too.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
I guess that was the one I missed.
Funny how that always happens.
I mean, it was like, okay, you were besting her in the sense that you would win 6 games, but the moment she won 1 or made a draw, you had to win 10 in a row, and I mean that's a hustle. That's really, really hard to win 10 in a row.
I was taking some tough challenges.
Exactly. You can't unscramble an egg.
Who would be
very suspicious?
You have 3 people for dinner. They can be anyone.
Yes.
In the last, let's say, who would you choose for your dinner guest? Anyone in the world, history, whatever. 3 dinner guests. Politician, leader, athlete, anyone.
Wow.
3 dinner guests.
Wow. Okay, well, I would say Thomas Jefferson for sure. He was considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, president of the United States. I thought that when I was a kid, I had read the speeches of Cicero. He was a famous Roman orator. He would make a speech which was like 2 hours long in the Senate, and he would memorize the speech before he delivered it. He'd write it and memorize it. 2-hour speeches?
You could.
I mean, what an intellectual heavyweight.
So Cicero would be, or just he's a contender?
Yeah. No, he would be.
So Cicero,
Thomas Jefferson, Cicero, and
some of us are Googling Cicero now. Cato.
Wow, I just think of the historical figures. Man, I don't know, but I think it would be pretty cool to have a dinner with Paul Murphy.
You picked the chess one.
Yeah,
I like that one. Beer delivery guy, Don Cherry. That's a great one. Do you know who Don Cherry is?
No. Who's Don Cherry?
He's a Canadian icon. He does Hockey Night in Canada.
Oh.
He's covers hockey. He was a coach, a player. He's still, I think he's like 86 and he's still on television.
Wow.
He's
the curious mind,
yeah. He wears flamboyant suits.
Gotta like that.
But he's not,
Wow. And what's his name again? Sorry, Don Cherry.
Don Cherry. Oh,
I once made the mistake of when I was in Vegas. Oh, night. Sorry.
no worries.
When I was in Vegas, I went to a show. Oh, comedian.
Coach's Corner, exactly.
Oh, this comedian. Oh my gosh. The comedian's his tagline is "I never get any respect. I never get any respect." What was the comedian's name? I never get any
Nicholas
respect.
says, "Yeah, sir. What's the plan for 5,000 subs, and what would it take for you to come back and do this all over again?"
Rodney Dangerfield. Thank you so much.
Oh, someone helped you.
Rodney Dangerfield. Pawn. So what? I thought you were going to play F5.
Okay, is this
Closing him down. Okay. Knight. Rodney Dangerfield. So I go into this Las Vegas show, and Rodney Dangerfield just kills it. I left the theater in pain. He was so funny.
I don't know him.
Well, I could. He was so beyond witty that it was just like, and he just snapped, and he just sizzled, and he just worked the audience, and we were in tears. My tummy hurt. I would love to have been a friend of Rodney Dangerfield, but I think I would have died prematurely, because the guy was just hilarious. I mean, it was just nonstop, and I was just begging for a respite,
Right.
Just don't say anything funny.
Let me catch my breath.
Don't say anything funny for the next 10 minutes, please. It was Rodney Dangerfield, cutting edge stuff. My goodness.
So I haven't heard of. I'm gonna have to Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Does he still do comedy? Or
I knew that Howard Stern was into chess, and I even think I know who gave him some chess lessons too. Yeah. But who? Do you know who teaches Howard Stern? I was pretty sure I knew, but I forgot.
I knew about the Howard Stern. Maybe I heard it during his radio show. He maybe spoke about it once.
Yeah. The best nickname for a chess player, Minister of Defense.
Caddyshack. Okay.
Minister of Defense. That's pretty good, I must say. But I have to think of, before I render a final judgment, I have to think.
Magician from Riga?
Yeah. John Donaldson always called me the Damascus Dynamo. I was like, what? The Damascus Dynamo. It made me crack me up. Caddyshack. Oh, yeah. That was Rodney died in 2004. He was awesome.
But Nicola was asking, what plans do you have for 5,000, and what would it take to get you back for a month like this?
Oh my goodness! Oh, no idea. Sometimes you don't think that far ahead, Nicola. Sometimes it's just okay, you put the knight on the good square, you put the king on the good square. Nope, that good thing. Wow! Look at that! Look at that move! Oh, what can we do?
I allowed it. I could have played knight f2.
That was what I was.
But I'm trying to give you a hard time.
Well, you managed. Seriously, all I was thinking about, Nicola, was getting the channel to a space where they could field a competitive team, that they could do more streams and invite more Grandmasters. Niels is still a favorite of mine. I really think that you gotta poach Niels over.
Niels.
Yeah. I mean, he's really good people. Okay. So I'd have to give it some thought. Knight. knight f2 would have been really super damn good. You are aware
I am.
that
I like to provoke.
that
We'll get pieces off this way.
you forced us to be challenging. Merchandise is back. Do you see me wearing any chessbrah merch? I mean, do I look like I have?
We need to get custom fitting for you because we think so highly of you.
You told me you got that tapered shirt.
That's what I mean. We're gonna take you. We'll take you this week.
That extra muscular, V.
My ass, you're a V.
The V shirt,
I was gonna say, yeah, sir.
Yes.
Dan NYC, thanks to the tier 1 sub.
Hey, yes.
We had a lot of fun covering the candidates last time.
We did.
Corey 818, 45 months. Shout out to Corey. Holy smokes.
What happened? What did Corey do?
He resubbed for 45 months.
Corey, are you sure we're going to be here? We got some worries,
Too many Jaeger bombs.
We can't,
to
begin with.
Too many Jaeger bombs.
But it's like that. We're getting to 43. We keep slipping back down. And Eric's is dropping queens and rooks.
I was going to say that I look forward, in terms of event coverage, the candidates is always pretty cool.
And it's going to be in Russia. Whoa! What did we just happen here? Corey 818 has gifted quite a number of tier 1 subs to the chessbrah community. In fact, 20. And Corey 818 has gifted a total of 131 for the channel. Wow.
He's been supporting.
Sweet.
Shout out.
Thank you so much. Wow. Corey in the house.
Corey. He said Jaeger bomb.
Yeah,
Jaeger bomb. I would do one if you would like me to, Corey, but just one.
We're going to cut him off. He's going to play Alexandra soon, and it's bad.
That's true.
I mean, you got a lot of catching up to do on Alexandra. I mean,
I actually won a bet of 100 subs, but that person isn't here yet. So we're actually should technically be 100 subs over. Because I won.
I didn't collect the subs?
I didn't collect. That person hasn't been back.
Man.
It's a viewer that we know, so I think they're good for it. But
they're AWOL. They could be in the Amazonia now.
Yeah, because we actually. Yeah.
maybe
100 subs. 100 subs. We gotta send a search party. Gotta send a search party. There's 100 subs.
We're gonna get the Canadian Mounted Police on. The Royal Mounties are going to get on the case of the missing 100 subs.
We'll send Johnny DJ as Johnny the Bounty Hunter.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, I look at the candidates, you don't have to wake up at 4, maybe you'll be back home, but that's a cool, maybe
that's a certainty.
I'm just saying, if we get to 5,000, I think we can.
We may have to work some magic. We may have to work some magic.
Yasser likes to see progress,
absolutely,
and sustainability with the channel. So if we get to 5K, I think we'll be able to seduce him.
Tommy,
I fed him burgers. Tommy said something funny.
Yeah, if Johnny ever chased me for money, I take his lunch money and telescope.
Because he's an astrologer.
Astronomy. Booty hunter, yeah.
Astronomy major.
Yes, of course I've eaten squid ink. Yeah, it's very, very common in a lot of European dishes, especially French foods. Well, you come to Seattle, Vancouver, absolutely. Then Decam all the time. When does the candidate start? March, right?
It's usually March. I'm just saying we could talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I think the people think I got PJs on when, in fact, I'm telling you,
dressed.
Thank you. Just poorly dressed. That's all it is. It's not PJs, I assure you. Oh, boy.
Thanks again, Corey. Appreciate it. Nice to have you here. We need you for another viewer battle. Take down the Botes viewers.
Take down the Botes. Oh, my goodness. Take down the Botes. Ooh.
See,
now we've got the blockade that we wanted.
My move caused this. You have to say thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. You're my hero. It's all good. Now it's really, really good. The problem is it's so good. Pawn, sorry. It's so good that we had really a lot of good moves suddenly in that position. Like king.
Yasser challenged light to a race. Chuck Norris won by 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 47 seconds.
Huh? What? Chuck Norris.
Oh, he Googled a compliment, a Chuck Norris punchline.
Yeah.
But he forgot to remove Chuck Norris and place your name in.
Oh.
So we can tell that he's reusing. It's called what we call a copy paste fail, right? Because he copied it from
a copy paste fail.
Exposed.
I like that.
He's exposed.
Copy
pasta.
Nice. You know, I was thinking about
because they often have these like jokes about Chuck Norris. Racing against a horse or light or fighting 10 lions.
What would happen, right? I was thinking more about who I'd invite to dinner. 3 persons, and I must say, with more thought, for me, W.C. Fields was unbelievable. I mean, he's just like absolutely brilliant comedian, and he brought me when I was young. I watched all of his films. He brought me so much laughter that that was another guy. I feel like I'd be in a world of pain if I hung around W.C. Fields too often. What? What happened?
Yakta.
What did Yakta say?
He said,
so paste before copying. Chuck Norris, 4 months. You hear feminist rally, came back, and then iron shirt and a sandwich.
I thought that was funny.
That was pretty good. Ooh boy, look, we're being hit. We are being hit upon. Night?
Funky, that's a better comment.
Night, yeah. And king. Almost a pre-move, that king move. I love our position. I don't know why we got such a 43-21. Eric asks QE, do you have a funny story about Capablanca? Nicola asks me to answer a question that really it's tough. It's tough. What can be done to improve Eric's love life? Well, we can start by getting him a love to begin with, right? I mean, that would be a good step.
And then
right?
how do you maintain it? I think that's the heart. So
that's the next part, right?
Yeah.
To the equation. You gotta begin with some. You gotta start somewhere.
Okay.
Right? But then the maintenance.
Yeah. Where do you think I should start? And then how do I maintain?
Exactly.
That's
tough. That's tough. I mean, it's tough, Nico. I mean, you're asking me, the hard stuff.
The hard stuff? Yeah, so that was a soft answer. You could have said, like, learn to cook, play better chess. You could have said anything. You could have roasted me. You could have roasted me here. And you went easy.
I went soft.
What, you didn't?
I went soft. But it's true. It's tough.
What can a chess player, streamer thing do?
I know. I mean, it's hard. First of all, streaming is a challenge. It really plays havoc with your social life, right?
Yeah, the hours are tough, eh?
Yo.
Hey, Tommy gifted a sub to Catch 64. Appreciate that.
Catch
64.
Catch 64. Somehow that sounds like a cool name. Catch. Okay. Yes, sir.
Were you worried that getting into a serious relationship would hinder your chess?
At times, yes. Truly. I was worried. Yeah, sorry. How much analysis was done after an adjournment of a game, and would it be more so for depth of looking at lots of variation? Well, it really depends. I can tell you, I worked extraordinarily hard on adjournments. Not always successfully. No. Just because I analyzed a lot didn't necessarily mean I was looking at the right things. But it was such a wonderful challenge to some, like just imagine being gifted a completely random position and a tournament victory or loss depended upon your analysis of the game.
No, that was intense back then.
And that was just like great, right?
True.
The problem is you could like virtually destroy yourself for the tournament.
Right.
Yeah, you like sleeping was like really hard, especially if you were worse. Now, if you were better, things would really come together nicely. So I learned a lot from adjournments, and when adjournments were vacated, like done away with, chess became very different for me. Whoa! We got water power. Gifted 20 tier 1 subs.
And that's the first 20 they've gifted. That's a brand new one too. Thank you so much, Water Power.
Water Power.
Yeah.
There you go.
Holy smokes.
Very nice. Thank you, Water Power.
Yeah, Bishop. So we're at 43-44. Bishop.
Are we doing well?
43-44.
We're doing well. We're getting very, closer and closer to the 4,500. That will release me for a masterclass night. By the way, yeah.
You've done 3 masterclasses. The first one's on YouTube. The second and the third will come out on YouTube. They will be on YouTube.
Right.
They're on Twitch right now. We didn't hide them from people. You just have to look. But they're also going to be on YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, subbing supports this. And,
exactly.
You get more.
Exactly. I want to have fun with the master classes too. Want to get positions. I want you to think. What?
See, this is why Twitch is interesting. Hi, boys. My ex just told me she's not going to get an abortion and have the baby we've made instead. She's a good, crazy level 1. I made a mistake. Must be my IQ. Anyway, I've been drinking to deal with the news. I don't know why I'm sharing here, but here it is. Also, I love you, Eric. That's a lot in one sentence.
that's
but it seems
powerful.
Legit. It looks like a legit comment.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
That's hard hitting right there. My goodness. It took me completely off guard. Didn't expect that. Is that?
Do you say congratulations to that?
Well, yeah. Wow.
It's hard to stream.
Yeah, it's hard.
But
it's
I
tough.
I still appreciate sharing.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wanted in the master classes to create for the people watching a different way of looking at chess and studying and thinking about positions, contemplating plans. So it was intended to be this kind of a mental challenge, and also in a sense that there aren't any wrong answers. There's just good thinking, if you will. Is it?
It's their move.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying your stories right now, dude. Tommy, give me some more questions. What do you ask on a first date? I asked the dinner question. Have you gone skydiving before?
No. Luke Van Welly once jumped out of a plane.
Uncle Luke.
With the guy on his back who was a professional skydiver. Sure. Luke arrived at the fairgrounds. I loved it. So I said, Luke, how was it? He arrived at the fairgrounds. He landed on the ground. walked 20 feet, puked his guts out, and said, "Never, ever again." It was like, but Luke, we were so proud of you.
Luke it matches his chess style. That he'd try that.
Oh,
I'm proud of that. I'm afraid of jumping out of airplanes.
You got to admit, you got to be. What is your greatest hope for Eric? Actually, funny you should mention that. Fungi, 44. I am hoping that he will play in the Isle of Man event.
Yes.
Right now, all of the invites went out, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't get one.
But we had two, and Eric did not get an invite, but two players who were scheduled to play, Anish Giri and Lanier Dominguez, at the last minute have pulled out, opening up a couple of spaces. So Eric has asked, could he get into the event? So my hope is that he will get to play.
What people can do, the social media generation, is just tweet at chess.com, tweet at Danny Wrench, and tell him this.
Just keep nailing it.
That's how it works sometimes.
There was Richard Harris. He played in the movie Camelot, and he played King Arthur in Camelot, but he wasn't cast to be King Arthur. And the producer, what Richard Harris did is he sent the producer, like, I am not kidding, like literally 1,000 telegrams in the space of 5 days. So wherever the producer went, when he went to a restaurant, telegram from Mr. Hansen. And then it was like, telegram. So the guy got so pissed off, he said, Richard, you got to stop sending. He says, I'm going to keep sending until
I get the role.
Until you cast me, until you give me a chance to perform the role. He said, okay, come on. And he got the role. And it was like, I think he won the Academy Award for King Arthur in Camelot. Pawn.
Yeah, so you didn't do the dad bod shuffle. Maybe King G4. Pawn? Okay.
Pawn.
Let me think about this. Oh, Nicholas says, Botez is off playing Fortnite with Hikaru, so no match tonight.
No.
Look at that.
I mean, the pain. She stood you up.
For Hikaru.
Dude, that's just wrong. That's harsh. It's tough. Okay, pawn. Do something. Eric should have been in some of these tournaments. That's what I'm saying. Eric needs to get in there and throw the patties. Bravo. Eric is used to being stood up. I mean, there's Nicola asking how can I help Eric? He just gets stood up. Fortnite duo.
Good night, Mr. Charnesky. And what's up, Mr. Kerford?
It doesn't sound like a successful Fortnite duo. Botez and Hickey.
See you soon for the World Cup. That's right. In 5 hours from now, Yasser will be up. But you guys have had short evening. I was here for the long days.
That is true. That is true. Oh my, king. I like it. That's the way.
Thanks, left hand man.
I like it.
Are there good winnings at the Isle of Man tournament? Well, Magnus is playing, so the winnings are decent, but the chance of winning is extremely difficult.
But okay. Pawn.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's so good. That's a hot and spicy one. Like that E5 move, super move. I have played in the Isle of Man Masters in 2014, says Cap78 Red.
Yeah, so our move?
A knight. Hikaru said people who play games are bad at chess. Guess that's why he isn't qualifying. I'm out of mats. I have no mats.
It's a Fortnite reference there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So The king is now cut off from one side of the board. So rook. Yeah, baby.
All right, Nico.
Now we're going
Hey,
pawn
Slicer.
hunting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now we're going pawn hunting. Sweet.
Total control in this position.
The full mount. No question. The domination of the blockade. We restrained, blockade, destroy. Do you want shots for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Ooh. Scoop up the pawns.
You didn't read the next part.
I did.
He's a funny guy. Yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
We're just hanging out here, yeah, so it's just nice and wholesome.
No,
I need to ask you some good first date questions.
Yeah.
So the dinner table is one of them.
Lots of Magnus stories. I just have to correct Slicer for a second. Yaz hates my system, which is the chess book that was written by Nimzovich, yet adopts the language of the book. No, I have always said I thought that Aaron Nimzovich was a very, very fine player. But even a better, he had some great expressions, like the thread is stronger than the execution and things like that. But he was a terrible writer. Like my system, I could, I ought to bring my book, my system, and just read it to you so you would understand how turgid and awful was the language. And if you could understand anything you wrote, you're a better person than I. But no, Aaron Nimzovich was brilliant in some of his quips. And I like that part a lot, but that's not even from the book. That's like just from his commentaries and annotations. So, okay. Rook, by the way. That's right, WVB99. Perhaps it was terribly translated, and that's right. Rook, by the way. So I've been told by Bent Larson, who was, again, a personal hero of mine, Ben spoke perfect German, that the book in German is readable. I mean, he didn't say it was great. He said it was readable. And he said the English, my system was terrible. But readable. Yeah, Rook D6, KC. That's what I'm talking. Inspired by Eric overprotects his bottle of Viagra. Oh, my. Oh, that's rough. That's harsh. Rook.
Thanks to 150, Nikaru. You see what you do?
What?
You give people ammunition.
For?
They weaponize your stories and come after me.
Oh, no. That sounds terrible. Wow. I can resist anything except temptation. Pawn. Yes.
I'm playing subs potentially. Usually people.
Are you?
Well, we played Johnny. He gifted 5 subs.
That was
sub
very,
gifters.
very, very,
Sub gifters can get an opportunity,
that, right?
So if Tommy were to give 10 subs, he would get a game.
Exactly.
And you'd have to throw in an apology as well.
Pawn.
I want to win all.
I was about to say that you seem to be doing a very instructive job, I might add. In the immortal words of Dirty Jim McCormick.
Slice serve 200 bits.
Give me your pawns, baby.
And Nikaru 100 bits. Thank you.
My system is equivalent to Eric's love life and shit.
They're saying overprotection, prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis, yeah. No, I got a lot of Magnus stories. I'll have to warm them up for a moment. Rook. Yes. Now that looks really, really strong. Wouldn't you say that was a really good move?
I would.
All right. Whoa. There goes my chat, man.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Rook. Nicely done, Eric.
Thank you, Yasser.
Man, it suddenly got bright in here. What the heck just happened? Yeah, actually, Genesis, I had already spoken earlier about Sarah One Chess. So you'll have to check out the stream once it's archived. I can tell you nothing about my early years in Syria. Literally, I lived there from when I was born until 4 years of age. I have just 2 memories, which I wrote about in Chess Tools.
It's our move, Yasmin.
Oh, rook. Rook. That was actually a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was all right. I mean, respect. I mean, I don't know how we did it. Because we've been playing some really scary